I've lived in Southeast Asia for almost 4 years now. I've been traveling here for 10 years. So I've been to a lot of places. So I thought I would do a list, a tier list of the places I've visited or lived and let you know how they're ranked from best to worst and everything in between. Are you ready for that list? Let's go.
Okay, let's go.
Hey, it's JJ the Lonely Bull in Asia here in my Bangkok, Thailand condo for the last weekend. I'm getting ready to move. You can see there's probably might be able to see there's none of my Buddha's not up there anymore. Everything's packed away pretty much. So anyway, by the time you see this video, I'll probably be moved to my Prampong condo on Sukhumvit. Right now, I'm on the south end of Bangkok in Samut Prakan. So I've been here a year now, and I'm getting ready to move. So I did a live stream a couple of weekends ago, and I ranked these 16 cities that I've either lived or visited and in Southeast Asia. I ranked them from best to worst and everything in between. So I thought rather than you having to sit through 2.5 hours of live stream recorded, I'll do a condensed version so you can watch here. Now, I appreciate if you watch the live stream, that's cool too. And if you like this kind of information in this kind of video, make sure you like, share, and subscribe too. Okay, so let me share this list with you. Okay, here's the list. So when we look at the list, there's 16 cities, and here's your rankings. You've got the top is next level, which is you can't get any better than those cities. Then you got bucket lists, which are great cities. Definitely put on your list to check out if you haven't yet. Take it or leave it. For my opinion, I'd probably leave it most likely, but by all means, check it out if you want to, but don't blame me if you don't like it. Then there's the wouldn't recommend tier, which is cities that are less than good and that I probably wouldn't recommend. And then finally, the dumpster fire tier, which are cities I definitely would not recommend even getting close to. So here's my list of 16 cities. So we'll start with Tagaytay in the Philippines. Tagaytay is in southern Luzon Island. It's best known for their Taal volcano and the Taal Lake. And the Starbucks there has a beautiful view. You go into the Starbucks, you go outside, you have your latte while you look at the lake, the beautiful view of the lake. That's really all it's got going for it because traffic is rough. It's hard to get around. There's a small mall there. There's not a lot of other things to do. There's a People's Park, which is okay, a little rundown, but you can get a little pony ride and stuff like that. So for me, Tagaytay is one of those take it or leave it. Go there, look at the volcano, kind of do what the the vacation, Chevy Chase vacation at the Grand Canyon. You just put your arm around your son and then you move on. That's kind of how I feel about Tagaytay. What about Cebu City? Cebu City is a big city in the Philippines, and I think it's gotten too big for the traffic and the infrastructure. So the traffic is really, really bad there. There's a couple of nice areas. IT Park's one of them. If you go across the bridge to Lapu-Lapu and Mactan Newtown, there's some nice areas there. But all in all, it's just a kind of a mess as far as infrastructure. It's a little pricey for what you get. And for me, it's one of those I wouldn't recommend. It's not quite to the level of dumpster fire, but it's not definitely not up that bucket list category. So definitely I wouldn't recommend it. Now, some people swear by it. Some people like it. It's a nice soft landing. In fact, I did recommend it to one of my subscribers as a soft landing, but I wouldn't recommend staying there for any period of time. I would just kind of go in and maybe a day or two and then get out somewhere else. How about let's go to Tokyo, Japan. This is an amazing city. It's a huge city, but it's super clean, super safe. I love the fact that the food is fantastic, and and it kind of mixes culture. You've got these modern architectural buildings, these skyscrapers as you walk through out Tokyo. But if you go around the corner, then all of a sudden you're struck by a 200-year-old temple. So you've got both of those two cultures, the culture and the modernization of Tokyo, mixed together, and they do a great job of mixing. The only problem with Tokyo is it's very costly. It costs a lot to go there or stay there. But other than that, it's definitely next level. It's fantastic. How about let's go to Thailand, Chiang Mai, Thailand, up in the northern part of Thailand. It's a little higher altitude, so the temperatures are a little more mild. It's a neat city. I like it. I believe it's the second largest city in Thailand, but I could be wrong on that. But it doesn't feel that big because it's separated into different districts. And I always stay in the Nimon district. I like that district because it's kind of neat. It's almost got that college town feel to it, where you've got neat coffee shops and neat cafes and nice venues in the evening. And then you got a couple of malls right there, and it's just neat and easy to get around because you've got those transportation options like taxis and grabs, so you can get around there fairly easily. The cost of living is fairly cheap. The only drawback with Chiang Mai is during the burning season. They burn the crops January and February, so it gets really smoky and polluted. So if you're planning on living there, you might want to plan trips south or out of the country when those months come around, or don't visit during those months. But I would definitely put Chiang Mai on the bucket list. It's right up there. How about Bacolod? Bacolod back in the Philippines. Bacolod is in Negros. It's on let me make sure I get this right, on the northwest part of the island, right across from Iloilo City. And we'll talk about that too coming up. Bacolod is a nice city because it's a little bigger. So you've got transportation options like taxis and Grab, and you've got actual sidewalks for the most part, although there are areas that are hard to walk around. So you get those areas that aren't real walkable, but you have a few pockets that are walkable. You got a nice mall or two. It's known for the Inasal chicken, so that's what it's got going for it, and so you got that. But other than that, it doesn't have a lot to offer. I think it's a little pricey for what you get, as far as if you're staying in condos or apartments or that sort of thing. So I would put it in the take it or leave it tier also. Check it out. You may or may not like it, but don't go by my opinion because I wouldn't recommend it. I would say, yeah, you probably go check it out for a couple of days, but I wouldn't plan on living there. But you may like it. So let's move on. Let's go to Iloilo. Let's do its sister city. Basically, it's right across the ocean, just a short ferry ride over to Iloilo City. Iloilo City is a nice city. It's got some nice areas as well. A couple of mall areas that are nice, little pockets, little bubbles. It's got Smallville, which has some nice outdoor venues, restaurants and bars. It's got a stage for outdoor music. It's got a club in that area. You've got transportation, so you've got taxis and Grab, so you can get around fairly easily there. It's got a nice river walk area. So those things are nice. But again, I would put it on the take it or leave it tier. It's just not, as far as living there, I wouldn't mind going to see it again, but probably not long term. It would probably be something that I would not live there, someplace that I would not live there. So there you go. How about Manila? Let's stay in the Philippines. Manila, I'm talking not Metro Manila, but Manila in specific. So when you fly into Manila and the Manila airport, which is a story in itself, although it is trying to get a little better, you do have the issues with Manila. You've got poverty, you've got homeless, you've got filth on the street, you have begging, and the begging is very aggressive. I mean, the first time I was there in Manila, the taxi driver told me to keep my window rolled up and the door locked because the beggars are so aggressive. That was one point when I had my window down, and this little kid came in. He's probably 8 years old, if that. And he stuck his hand in the window trying to get me to give him some money. and the taxi driver, I don't think he noticed, but the light changed and he took off, and the kid almost got his arm torn off from being stuck in the window. That's how aggressive they are. So if those things are an issue with you, then I definitely would not spend any time or as little time as possible in Manila. It's just not a great place to be, and for that, I'm putting that in the dumpster fire tier. It really is a dumpster fire. How about let's move to let's see, let's move to Vietnam, Ho Chi Minh City and Saigon. So same thing. Ho Chi Minh City used to be Saigon. It's been called both recently. So, but Ho Chi Minh City is a huge city. It doesn't have the transportation ease that, say, Bangkok, Thailand has, because it doesn't have all the train systems. It does this year. It opened up their first train line, so it does have a train line that runs through most of the districts. There, Ho Chi Minh is split into several districts, and there's some really nice ones and some not so nice ones. But if you like adult entertainment, go to Bui Vien, which is the walking street there. It is definitely the most impressive walking street I've ever been to, and it is very sensory overload. So be prepared for that. But if that's your thing, check that out. Of course, great food in Vietnam, neat culture. So I would definitely put Ho Chi Minh City on that bucket list tier. Check it out. Check all the districts out. I believe we stayed in District 2, which is where the tower is, the Tower 81. I can't remember the name of it. It's the largest, it's the biggest tower in Vietnam, tallest tower in Vietnam. But we stayed in that district right across the street from it, actually. The neat thing about Vietnam is the grabs are so quick. So you got to be careful. If you're used to the grabs in the Philippines, where you order your grab and 30 minutes later you're still waiting, you're not going to get that in Vietnam. In fact, the first time my buddies and I ordered grab, we were sitting there finishing our breakfast thinking it'll be about 15, 20 minutes before it shows up. And I look at my phone and it's like, oh, he was here and he left because we weren't out there. So we had to order again. And within 2 minutes, the next one showed up. So that's how great the grab system is in Vietnam. And it's really cheap to get around. So Ho Chi Minh City is definitely on that bucket list. How about BGC? And I put BGC, Bonifacio Global City, which is in Metro Manila. I put that, lump that in with Makati because they're basically right next to each other. And so you can do one and the other at the same time. I lived in BGC for almost 3 years and I loved it. BGC is great because of the amenities. It's very westernized. It's a smart city, very walkable. So you can walk from one end to the other in less than 20 minutes. It's very clean, very safe, great sidewalks. So you don't have to worry about having to walk in the street. They don't allow jeepneys through inside the city, just around the outside. So you have a reduction in noise and air pollution, or the trikes too. Now, they do have the bikes, the motorcycles and that, but they do have Grab and taxis. So you can get around. If you want to get outside of BGC, it can be a little bit of a hassle, but you're real close to Makati, and there's a lot of things to do. If you like Western franchise restaurants, they've got all of that there in BGC. They've got the Chili's, Texas Roadhouse, what else? Olive Garden, Denny's, Shake Shack. You name it, they probably have it there, or it's getting ready to open. So you've got all those Western franchise restaurants there, plus some really nice bars and really nice walking areas too. So definitely, I would be putting BGC and Makati on the next level. I'd still be living there if I weren't in Bangkok. That's how nice it is. So there you go. A little more expensive than most places in the Philippines, but still very affordable. You can spend as much or as little as you want. There's even a Wolfgang's there. So if you want to really spend high end, you can do that. How about Singapore? Now, Singapore is not a city. It's a country or a city state, I guess you can call it. But I put this on the list because it's smaller. I've been there and I just really enjoyed it. It's very clean, very safe. I stayed in Chinatown, which is a really neat area. And actually, I stayed fairly cheap. I think I was only paying like $40 or $50 a night for a hotel room. So it was fairly cheap and walkable in Chinatown. And then you've got, of course, the Bay Area. The only drawback with Singapore is one, it's very expensive. So you're going to spend about $15 to $18 for a beer, and then just go from there, food and all that. The only other thing I would say is it's a little vanilla, a little sterile. Um, it doesn't have the I don't know, the green areas so much, or just the cultural feel as other places do. But it's definitely way up there on that next level tier. I would definitely put it there. How about Dumaguete? Let's talk about Dumaguete. For some reason, Dumaguete at one time was voted the best place to retire for expats in Southeast Asia. I have no idea why. I've been there several times because I have friends that live there and I go visit them. And I still to this day cannot figure out what the appeal of Dumaguete is to expats. I don't get it. It's dirty. It's hard to walk around because the sidewalks are pretty much non-existent. There's no real malls there. They have a little mall, kind of almost like a shopping center type thing, but it's old and run down, and it doesn't have a lot to offer. They don't have a lot of great Western food options. Um, they don't have good transportation options, just the trike with the sidecar. That's it. No taxis, no Grab. And you have to get out of Dumaguete, get up in the mountains in Valencia to see anything that's decent. They do have a boardwalk there along the ocean, but the ocean's nothing to smile about because it's dirty. They throw their garbage in there, so it's really not a pretty sight. You can take the ferry over to Sikihor and you can enjoy the beaches there, or you can go up the coast a little bit to Darwin if you like snorkeling and diving, and they've got some good stuff there. But Dumaguete in itself, to me, no redeeming qualities. So I'm going to put that definitely in the dumpster fire category. Let's go back to Vietnam, Da Nang, Vietnam. Da Nang is a beach area, and I should have put a slash Hoi An because that's about a 40-minute drive up the coast to see Hoi An, or down the coast, I guess, south. And I love Da Nang. It's a beautiful beach. Um, it's long, but you got the white sand. It's got great waves. So if you're a beginner or intermediate surfer, this would be a nice place to visit because you can do that surfing there. You got the mountains with the Lady Buddha, and you got different things you can check out, different landmarks you can check out. You've got the river area that's fantastic, also. Which they got great shops and great restaurants and that sort of thing. Go up to Hoi An, same thing. Great beach, great river area with fantastic architecture and great cafes and shops there too. So definitely Da Nang. If I wasn't living in Bangkok, I would move back to Da Nang probably. That is definitely next level in my list. How about Hua Hin? Hua Hin is south of Bangkok, about 3 hours, and it's a beach resort city. It's right across the bay from Pattaya, and they're basically opposite each other, and the culture is basically opposite of each other too. Whereas Pattaya is really party area, adult entertainment. Hoi An is a little more laid back, a little more retirement focused. They do have those adult areas like Wonderland, so don't get me wrong. You can find that if you're looking for it, but basically it's known for cheap cost of living, nice beach. You can rent horses to ride up and down the beach. They've got areas along the beach where you can sit under your umbrella and have drinks or food, or you can order food there. You can get a massage right while you're on the beach. They've got all those options. They've got neat resorts there too. My favorite is the Standard. You don't even have to stay there and pay a lot to stay there. You can just go there. You just walk through, and in a minute you're on the beach. You're poolside, outdoor bar with a DJ and the view of the ocean and the beach. And it's really neat, very chill atmosphere. So check it out. It might not be for everybody, but I would definitely put it on your bucket list to check out to see if it's one of those things that, yeah, it's good or it's not so good. Let's go back to the Philippines and Angeles City. Angeles City, I was there once for 3 days by invitation from a friend. In fact, two of us went down there with a friend. My one friend, he left after the first night. He didn't like it. I stuck it out out of respect, but it does not have much to offer. It's got a walking street, but it's dirty. The bars are kind of run down, kind of almost run over by Koreans, from what I understand. Most of them are owned by Koreans. A lot of lady boys, and it just, to me, it was not um, much else to offer in Angeles City. So I'm going to put that right there at the bottom there, also as a dumpster fire tier. How about Pattaya? Talking about adult entertainment. Pattaya, on the other hand, if you like adult entertainment, there's plenty of it to be had in Pattaya. You've got a beautiful beach area, which, by the way, they're trying to clean up. The government's trying to make it more family friendly there. So they're trying to get the freelancers out of the beach area and move them off into the adult areas like Walking Street and Soy 6. And of course, you've got other bar areas like Beer Town and Tree Town and those places. Cheap to live, cheap to stay. You can get a condo right facing the ocean, fairly cheap, Airbnb or whatever. Neat vibe if you like that sort of thing, but it's definitely has that adult flair to it. But I would definitely put that on your bucket list of places to check out. So check that out. And then finally, Bangkok, where I live. I've been here for almost a year now, and I just signed another lease, so I'm staying. I love Bangkok. I love everything about it. It's got great atmosphere, great culture, fantastic food, not just Thai food and street food, but the restaurants here. You got fantastic Asian restaurants of all types. You've got Western Asian and Southern Asian too. You got Indian, Arabic restaurants. I ate at an Iranian restaurant a couple of weeks ago. It's fantastic. Had some Arab food, had some Iranian food, Turkish food, Indian food. Then you've got all the Western ones too. So it's such a great mixture of all types of cultures here. I really do like it. I'm learning Thai so I can adapt a little better. If I'm outside of the tourist areas, hopefully I'll be able to communicate. But there's nothing I don't like about it. The city that never sleeps, and in the land of smiles, it's fantastic. The people are friendly. There's lots of things to do. Good golf, good live entertainment, good sports. You've got two Muay Thai boxing arenas. You got a European or football arena, soccer arena, as we call it in the West. But you've got it all here. And of course, two international airports. So if you want to zoom away on a quick trip somewhere, you can hop on a plane pretty cheap and get wherever you want to go in Southeast Asia. So definitely putting that one on the next tier, our next level tier. So there's my list of 16 cities. Let me know in the comments below what you think. If there's one I missed out, if there's a city on this that's not on this list that you think should be, it's probably because I either haven't been there yet or haven't been there long enough to form an honest opinion. But go ahead and put in the comments below if there's other cities I might want to check out. Maybe I'll make a part 2 of this down the road somewhere. So make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get notified when I post more videos like this. And let me know in the comments what you think. And as always, live life, my friend. And we'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.